Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel, and today we are going to look into this recursive query, which is an advanced topic in the SQL. Let us first see the syntax of the recursive query. It's very much similar to the CTE with little bit of nuances. So we write with keyword, then we use this recursive. This is also a keyword, and then we provide a name. Most probably we provide a CTE name. Then we provide a base query, and this query always runs for the very first time and then never runs. The result is stored in the CTE. Then we provide the union or union all, and then we provide the recursive query. The main thing which to be noted here, that the from is always CTE here. So how does the recursive query work? The base query runs for the very first time. It returns the result to the next recursive query. This query runs. The result of this is fed into the next iteration. Then the result of that iteration is fed into the next iteration until the exit condition is met. We will see precisely how we provide the exit condition. We will see with an example how this works. We will see the iterations and also see how the overall result is built. What I am trying to do now, I want to print in a table row number from 1 to 6 in a separate row. This can only be achieved with the help of recursive queries. This is very equivalent to a loop condition in any of the programming language, but of course in a declarative way. So if I have to print 1 to 6, how I'm going to do it? With recursive CTE, I have to provide a base condition, or I will say a base query, select 1 as n. I do not have to use from dual because now there is no need to write from dual in MySQL. I will say union all. As of now, let us be union only. Then I am going to provide a recursive query because this result is going to fed into this recursive query. Select n plus 1 from CTE. I have already said that you have to use CTE in the from, whatever the name you have given from CTE, where n is less than 6. If we run this query, this will give me 1 to 6. Of course, I have to write like this only. Select star from CTE. This is the query. This is the last part. This is where we are building our query. Of course, we have to provide the parenthesis here, just like in the common table expression we do. Now we will see how the iteration is working here and how the overall result is built. Suppose how the iteration works. The first iteration is always the base iteration. Let me just do a little bit here. So the base iteration is select 1 as n. So it returns me a row 1 only, and the overall result is 1 now. Now the first iteration is run. First iteration. Let me just take this here. The result is fed here. So I am just telling you the result comes out to be 1, which is fed as an input here. I will say input is 1. Now what we do n plus 1 from CTE, which comes out to be 2. So this is an input. I will say input, and this is a result which is fed into the next iteration. Now the result is 2. So what it will do, it will add 2 as well here. Now we are coming in the second iteration. Of course, this result will be fed as an input here. Input equals to 2. Now what it will return? It will return 3 here. But one thing I am not checking here is n less than equals to 6. So we are just checking the input is less than equals to 6 or not. Of course, the input 2 is less than equals to 6. So this condition is survived. So this is not an exit condition. So that's why it will return 3, and 3 will be added in the overall result. Now we are going into the next iteration, that is the third iteration. What will be the input? Input will be the 3. And what will be the output? N plus 1, which comes out to be 4. Now we check for the condition. Of course 3, because n is the input only. 3 is less than equals to 6, which is true. So the condition survive, and this is not an exit condition. So this return result will be added in the overall result. Now we go in the fourth iteration. What is the input for this? Input is 4. Now what it will return? It will return 5, because n plus 1 is what it is returning. Then we are going to check for the condition. 4 is less than 6, which is absolutely correct. So it will print 5. Now we are in the fifth iteration. Input is 6 and it will return what? Sorry, input is 5. It will return 6. We check whether 5 is less than 6. Yes, it is less than 6. This is not an exit condition. So the 6 will also be added in the overall result. Now we are in the sixth iteration. Input is 6 and it will return 7. And then we check for the condition. 6 is less than 6, which is false. We have an exit condition. Nothing will be returned, and that's it. We return the overall result like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hope you're getting a little bit of gist here. Now we will look into another recursive query, which is a tough one. We have this number table, number frequency like this, and we have to generate the output like this. How we generate the output? We have the number 0 with frequency 7. We have to repeat 0 7 times like this. Then 1 is frequency is 1. We repeat 1 1 time. For the second, we have the frequency 3 times. We repeat 2 3 times. And for the 3, we have only frequency 1. So we repeat 3 1 times only. We have to write this as a recursive query. So how we could write? Same old formula with recursive CTE. We have to have select num frequency and 1 as CT from, of course, number table union select star from CTE. Now we have to tell which column we need here. We need num frequency and CT plus 1 as CT. What is the condition for the exit? Where CT is less than equals to frequency. But we are going to break this into a number of iterations and then see how this query works. But before that, let me get rid of myself so that we could have a clear view. So this is fed into the base iteration like this, and what is the result it gives to you? Same num frequency, and also one column is added. So the result is this 1 1 1 and 1, and the overall result, because this is a base query only, this will be added into the overall result. Now the result of the base iteration is fed into the first iteration, and we check for the conditions. Is 1, which is CT, is less than frequency, 1 is less than 7, yes, this remains here. Is 1 is less than 1, this doesn't remain here. 1 less than 3, yes, this remains. 1 is less than 1, no, this is deleted from this condition via exit condition. Now we have to return the results. The results comes out to be, we have to just add 1 because CT plus 1, 2 and 2. And this is what first iteration returns. So the return is added in the overall result. Now this result is also fed into the second iteration. We check for the condition again. 2 is less than 7, yes. 1 is less than 3, yes. Now we have to provide the result of the second iteration, which is just we have to add CT plus 1, which is comes out to be, this is 3 and this is 3. Of course this is 2, by mistake this is 2. Now this result is also added in the overall result. Now this is fed into the third iteration. and we check 3 is less than 7, yes. 3 is less than 3, no. This is deleted. Now we get the result of the third iteration as ct plus 1, which comes out to be 4. We add this in the overall result. Now this is fed into the fourth iteration. We check for 4 is less than 7, yes. Then we create the result 5. This return is added in the result. Now we have the fifth iteration. This is added as an input in the fifth iteration. We check for the exit condition. 5 is less than 7, yes. So this is not an exit condition. We return the result from this iteration as 6 here, and this result is added in the overall iteration. Now we have the sixth iteration. This is fed into the sixth iteration, and we check for the result. 6 is less than 7, which is true. This is not an exit condition. We return the result of this iteration as 7. And now we add this result here. Now we have the seventh iteration. This is fed into the seventh iteration as an input. We check 7 is less than 7, which comes out to be false, and we have an exit condition. No result is left. We come out of the recursive query, and this is our result. If we check for how many times 0 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. 2 comes out to be how many times 2 here, because 2 frequency is 1. I do not know why we have this 2 times here. This should not be here. Let me see the frequency of 2. 2 is 3 frequency, so 2 has to be repeated 3 times here. 1, 2, 1, 2 and 3. And we have 1 time, only 1 is only 1 time, no other 1 is there. This is only 1 time here. And let us see for the 3. 3 is also 1 time here, 3, no 3 here. Okay, so we are able to achieve the result, and we have also seen how this iteration works. You have to see this query again and again to get the gist out of it. Now let us see whether we could write this query in the data grid. Let's write the recursive query with recursive CTE as select from numbers. What we need to select from the numbers? Num, frequency and CT. 1 as CT. Then we have to provide a union all, and then we have to provide the recursive query, which is select num, frequency, CT plus 1 as CT from CTA numbers, and select star from CTA. If we check this, of course we have not provided the exit condition where CT is less than equals to frequency. If we check this query, see, we are able to receive like this: 0 7 times, 1 only 1 times, 2 twice, 2 thrice, because frequency is 3, and 3 1. Hope you are liking the content. If you like so, then please like my videos, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also share this video to all of your friends. Till then, keep learning. Bye bye.